Why does buying a car feel like relief and then like a chokehold? You're in the dealership office. The finance guy rotates the screen. It says $879 a month. Your stomach drops. You open your banking app to see if your down payment is real or just the vibe. And you pause before you tap anything because you can already feel the mistake. So I'm giving you the Stoic rule right now, up front, because you don't need suspense. You need something you can use. Stoic rule: you are not buying a car, you are buying reliable miles without sacrificing your calm. And the whole new versus used debate collapses into two numbers. Number one, your all-in monthly transportation cost. That's payment or a savings target if you pay cash, plus insurance, plus a maintenance cushion. Number two, your cash buffer after you buy. That's the money you can touch the same day after down payment, taxes, fees, and the first month of insurance. Micro demo. Do it with me right now. Open your Notes app and type this exactly. All-in cost, $910 a month. Buffer after purchase, $1,200. Rule: if buffer is less than 30 days of core expenses, I walk. Core expenses are the boring stuff. Housing, utilities, food, transportation, insurance. If your core life costs $150 a day, then 30 days of control equals $4,500. If your buffer after buying the car is $1,200, that's 8 days of control. That's not fine, that's fragile. Now type a second version under it. All-in cost, $650 a month. Buffer after purchase, $5,000. Rule: buffer stays greater than $4,500. Same human, two different lives. Okay, now we can keep going. Because in 2026, people don't shop for a car anymore. They shop for a monthly payment and a little status. And that payment turned into an anchor you drag behind you for years. Edmunds has been tracking how extreme this has gotten. Recent reporting based on Edmunds data shows over 20% of new car buyers are now taking on $1,000 plus monthly payments, and the average payment is hovering near record highs. And I want you to feel how fast a manageable payment becomes a life squeeze. So here's a 15-second montage, numbers only. Payment, $879. Insurance, $230. Gas, $180. Maintenance cushion, $75. Registration averaged out, $25. Parking and tolls, $60. That's $1,449 a month just to operate the thing. Before you invest a single dollar or build a real buffer, that's the chokehold. Not because you're weak, because the stack is heavy. Here's the part that messes with your head. The car does feel like relief at first. Your old car throws a maintenance soon light. Your chest tightens. Your brain goes, new car equals safety. Then autopay hits. Then insurance renews higher. Then tires, brakes, and batteries show up. Then life happens, and your safety turns into a chokehold. This isn't a car decision. It's a cash flow decision. If you remember nothing else, remember this. The enemy is not a used car repair bill. The enemy is living in scarcity for 5 to 7 years because you chose a payment you can't breathe under. Now let's make the decision clean, and let's stop pretending the dealership is neutral. They sell emotion first. The car's shiny. They make it feel like this is your new life. Then they move you into the small office and the vibe changes. Fast talking, signatures, terms, add-ons. This deal is only good today. They're trying to convert stress into a contract. So you need a sequence that keeps you calm while they try to speed you up. First, define the mission car, not the flex, the job. Is this car for a commute and errands, long highway miles, family hauling, or work where downtime costs you money? A commute car needs boring reliability and low operating cost. A work car needs predictable uptime and a plan for maintenance. A family car needs safe, practical, and still, yes, boring. Tools, not trophies. Second, set the 2 Stoic caps. If you skip these, you will get talked into a deal. Cap A, your all-in transportation cap. A simple default: keep all-in transportation at 10% of gross monthly income or less. Make $6,000 gross per month, your cap is $600. Make $10,000 gross per month, your cap is $1,000. This isn't the morality rule, it's a margin rule. It keeps your car in the tool category, not the life controller category. Cap B, your buffer cap. After you buy, you keep at least 30 days of core expenses in cash. If buying the car drops you under that floor, the car is too expensive, no matter how nice it smells. Now, maintenance cushion, because this is where people get weird. The maintenance cushion is a sinking fund, not a prediction. You're not guessing repairs, you're creating a calm, boring system where normal car costs don't become emergencies. Newer used car, default $50 to $75 a month. Older or high mileage, $100 to $150 a month. You stack it so tires, brakes, sensors, and batteries don't become credit card events. Same idea for registration. Average it out monthly so it's not a surprise. And if you're paying cash, you still need a payment line, a car replacement transfer. Set $200 to $400 a month within your cap into a separate account and keep it running after you buy. That's how cash buyers stay calm instead of becoming repair poor. Now let's talk about the payment trap. Clearly, the payment is a disguise. If you tell them, I can do $600 a month, they can make $600 happen by stretching the term, rolling fees into the loan, and moving numbers around until you're numb. Reporting based on Edmunds data shows a growing share of buyers reaching for 84-month loans just to make the payment fit. So your third rule is this: you shop by out-the-door price. Out-the-door price means the total cost with taxes and fees, the number that actually empties your bank account. Everything else is smoke. Here's the practical move in the finance office. You slow the room down with questions that force truth. Ask, in this order, what is the out-the-door price? What is the APR? What is the term length in months? What is the total of payments if I make every payment? Is there any prepayment penalty? If they answer with a monthly payment instead of those numbers, you repeat the question, calmly, like you're ordering food. And here's your one sentence that protects you. I'm not shopping by monthly payment. I'm shopping by out-the-door price and my cash buffer. And one more thing. If they try to reframe the deal with emotion, this is the safest car for your family. You deserve it. Prices are going up. Someone else is coming later. You don't argue. You just go back to your two numbers. You can literally say, I'm not deciding today. Email me the out-the-door price breakdown. If they push for a deposit, you say, no deposits until the numbers fit my buffer rule. If they start playing the let me talk to my manager game, you say, take your time. I'm happy to wait, or I can come back. The Stoic power move is silence and walking away. Not because you're rude, because you refuse to buy stress. Also watch for sneaky structure tricks. 0% offers tied to higher prices, or long terms that feel friendly but keep you upside down forever. The terms aren't just paperwork, they're the hidden tax on your future. Okay, new versus used. I'm not going to pretend used is always better. Sometimes used prices are inflated. Sometimes incentives on you make the gap smaller. Sometimes you genuinely need predictable uptime. But the decision is still the same. Which option gives you reliable miles with a lower all-in cost and preserves your 30-day buffer? Numbers remove emotion. Recent reporting based on Experian data put average payments around $772 for new and $570 for used, with used car buyers financing surprisingly high amounts and stretching terms to make the payment look manageable. That gap is $202 a month. That's $2,424 a year. Over 5 years, that's $12,120. And the hidden win is what that gap does to your life when you redirect it. If you send that $202 into your buffer for just 6 months, you've built $1,200 of life can't ruin my weak money. If you keep it going into investing later, it can compound. But even before compounding, it buys breathing room. Let's run the two-number test with a real example. Option A, used. Payment, $420. Insurance, $170. Maintenance cushion, $60. All-in transportation cost, $650 a month. Buffer after purchase, $5,000. Option B, new. Payment, $640. Insurance, $230. Maintenance cushion, $40. All-in transportation costs, $910 a month. Buffer after purchase, $1,200. Option A keeps you calm. Option B puts you back in the stomach drop zone because $1,200 is not a buffer, it's a countdown. And notice this, people obsess over the maintenance cushion like it's scary. A used car repair bill might be $800 or $1,200 sometimes. Annoying. But an extra $260 every month is a guaranteed repair bill you volunteered for. Lower all-in cost plus a real buffer turns repairs into inconveniences, not crises. Now, depreciation, quick and practical. Buying brand new often means you eat the steepest drop early. If you trade in fast, you feel it. If the car gets totaled early, you feel it. That's why I'll just upgrade in 2 years so often turns into negative equity and a longer loan. And here's where the math gets quietly violent. People reset the loan clock over and over. Buy new, trade in early, roll negative equity, sign another long term. Tell yourself it's only $80 more and wonder why savings never shows up. Now, I promise you a Greek example because humans have always tried to buy status when they feel insecure. In ancient Greece, if a man wanted to buy a horse, he didn't walk into a marble building and say, "Make my monthly tribute $79 and I'll take the shiny one." He did the opposite. He asked, "Can this animal carry me without breaking, and can I feed it through winter?" So he checked the horse's teeth to estimate age. He checked the hooves because bad hooves ruin everything. He watched how it breathed after a short run. He looked for stiffness because stiffness becomes downtime. And then he did the most important part. He did not spend his last sack of grain just to feel powerful riding home. Because a horse without feed is not freedom. It's a short parade followed by hunger. Your car is the same deal. Reliable miles are the horse. Insurance and maintenance are the feed. Your cash buffer is the grain store. If you empty the store to get the horse, you didn't upgrade your life. You just changed the shape of your panic. Back to modern reality. Here's how the Stoic buyer walks into the process like an adult. Step 1. Calculate your 30-day buffer floor. Write your monthly core expenses. Rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, insurance, transportation basics. That's your keep me alive number. Keep that number in cash. Step 2. Set your all-in cap. 10% of gross monthly income is a clean default. If your income is irregular, use your conservative monthly average. Step 3. Get pre-approved before you step on the lot. Not "I might qualify," actual pre-approval with a rate and a max amount. Step 4. Build a short list like a professional, not a stressed shopper. You're looking for boring signals, clean title, consistent maintenance, no weird stories, and a seller who's fine with inspection. On your test drive, you're not falling in love. You're checking for expensive clues. Does it pull when braking? Any weird vibrations at highway speed? Any warning lights that magically just came on today? Does the transmission shift smoothly? Does the AC take forever to get cold? Then you do the adult move, a pre-purchase inspection. If the seller refuses, you leave immediately. Step 5. Negotiate like a Stoic. Ask for out-the-door price. If they won't give it, you leave. Awkward is cheaper than a long loan you regret. Step 6. Handle the add-on menu with one filter. If it protects against a risk you cannot absorb with your buffer, consider it. If your buffer can handle it, skip it. Step 7. Keep the win after you buy. Keep the car long enough that the loan ends and you still have years of driving. Then do the pro move. The month your loan ends, you keep paying yourself. Same amount, into your car replacement fund or investing. That's how you turn one good decision into a decade of calm. Now, the exception, because sometimes new or CPO is rational. If your income depends on near-perfect uptime and you already have a real buffer plus a real down payment, buying new or certified pre-owned with a strong warranty can be rational. Predictability is peace. But even here, the rule doesn't change.